Learners, today I'm going to show you some words and I want to know if you can figure out what they have in common. Look at these words. Pause the video and discuss what they have in common. Did you notice that all of these words have one vowel? So they are all one-syllable words, but they also all end in S. These S's are not just normal S's, they are suffix S. A suffix S goes at the end of a word to show that there is more than one. So we could have one dog, or we could have 5 dogs. Suffix S goes at the end of a root word. Sometimes it says S, sometimes it says its voice sound Z. So that's what's the same in all of these words. Now, do you remember how to code suffixes? To show that they are a suffix and not part of the root word, we box them. In the word dogs, the suffix S is an unvoiced sound, so we're not going to put a voice line in it. But we can also code the vowel O with a breve, because it's followed by a consonant and closed in. Pause the video and code cats and colts on your paper. Let's look at another word. This word also ends in S. Now, if we were to box this S, would we be left with a real word? We wouldn't. This is the word pass. So this does not have a suffix S. This S is part of the root word. So pass is a word by itself, and it has a twin consonant. So suffix S, again, only goes at the end of a word by itself. Let's look at some other words. And these words, there are also suffixes, but they're not suffix S. We've seen this suffix before. It's suffix ing. We can box it. We know that that's at the end of this word, stand. This makes the word standing. We've also seen the bottom before. This word has a suffix ed. Goes at the end of the word land to make landed. What we may not have seen before is this suffix. The root word is hat. At the end of this word is the suffix less. It makes the word hatless. Now, when we use suffix less, it's changing the word to mean without. So if we had hat, and then we added the suffix less and made hatless, it means without a hat. The man was hatless. He was without a hat. Okay? Ing goes at the end of the word to show that something is happening right now. Standing. I am standing. Ed goes at the end of the word to show that it has happened in the past. Landed. The airplane landed 3 minutes ago. All of these suffixes go at the end of a root word. The only coding the suffixes get are boxes, but the root word gets coded, the vowels coded, and any other coding that's needed. One thing that I want you to know is that there are 2 different types of suffixes. There are suffixes that start with a vowel, like ing and ed, and there are suffixes that start with a consonant, like less and suffix s. So we can sort our suffixes into vowel suffixes or consonant suffixes. These 3 suffixes all have something in common. Ing, less, and ed all contain their own vowel sound. Now, if you remember, a syllable is a word, it's a word part that contains its own vowel sound. This means that when we add these suffixes, ing, less, or ed, to a word, we get another syllable in that word. So if we add these suffixes to a one-syllable word, we get a two-syllable word because we are adding another vowel sound. Okay? ing when it says ing, less when it says less, and ed when it says ed, all add a syllable to the word. So that means that we have to make sure that when we code the vowels, but we also add an accent mark because it's adding a syllable. Now, if we look at suffix s, it does not have its own vowel sound, so it does not add a syllable to any of these words. So we do not need to add an accent mark when we are coding with suffix s. Now, the one thing that is unusual is that suffix ed can make 3 different sounds. Let's look at some words with suffix ed. Here we have the word belted and the word padded, the word filled, and the word jumped. So in the word belted, the suffix ed is saying it does have its own vowel sound. So we would code the word belt, box the ed, and put an accent mark to show that it's 2 syllables, belted. Let's look at this word over here. It also has a suffix ed that we can box. But in this word, we're going to code the vowel and cross off the twin consonant. It's the word filled. The ed is saying the d sound. D does not have a vowel sound, so we do not put an accent mark. Okay? The same is happening in the word jumped. Jumped has the t sound. Ed is saying t, so we do not need an accent mark. Pause the video and code the word jumped on your paper. Here's a couple clues about spelling words with the suffix ed and reading words with the suffix ed. If the root word, like belt, ends with a t sound, then the ed is going to have a vowel sound. Oftentimes, we say the sound as id, belted. Sometimes we say ed. Most often, though, we say belted, id. So if a word ends with a T and you're adding an ED, it's going to say id. Same on this word, on padded. The final sound in the root word pad is a D. So again, the ED is saying the sound id. So if a word ends with T or D and you add a suffix ed, it's going to say id. These words over here, the root words do not end with a T or a D. So you do not say id with the ed. Many words say d with an ed at the end. But ed can say all 3 sounds, id, d, and t. So today we've talked about 4 different suffixes. We had suffix s, suffix ing, suffix less, and suffix ed. You're going to get a chance to practice reading and coding these words with these suffixes.